what business does this music video have to look this good? Like, it's just so satisfying.
Howdy, Meowers. Welcome back to the BlushCat podcast. My name is Mimi, and welcome to the PLAVE episode part 6.
Yeah! Mimi, PLAVE, Mimi moo. I don't know.
Yes, so
If that's not the reaction that you're having, then I don't know, maybe you've come to the wrong place. No, stay.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the PLAVE episode and the BlushCat podcast. If you are disappointed that we didn't cover PLAVE's comeback in our last episode when we covered April 2026 K-pop comebacks, you don't need to be disappointed anymore because we're covering it now. So we're talking about Caligo Pt.2, Born Savage, their entire era. That means that we're talking about not just the music, but also some recent live streams that we have seen and anything else related to this whole comeback that might have come up in, the time.
Yeah. And sorry for the, maybe a little bit over the top enthusiastic intro that I had here, but I'm going to try and rein it in a little bit. It's just that I've been waiting so long to be able to talk about this. It happened at the beginning of the month, kind of. So it's like, middle beginning. It's been so long and I just want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this episode goes up, it's going to have been a month, over a month probably, since their comeback happened. And also, it's been so long, actually, since we've had a PLAVE episode. So apologies to any plea that may have been waiting around. But we do cover PLAVE often. We are always bringing up PLAVE in our regular episodes that aren't specifically the PLAVE episodes. So you can check out the sports recommendations video that we had recently. We brought up some PLAVE live streams in that. And yeah, so just basically, you're always going to want to stay meowing so you don't miss any time we talk about PLAVE.
Yeah, pretty much every single game we play, one of the prompts or answers or whatever is PLAVE. For one of us, we bring up PLAVE all the time. And sorry that this episode is not the live stream episode, the concert episode, if that's what you were looking for. We kind of kept teasing, the next one maybe will be on concerts. We haven't quite experienced that yet, so we can't really do that as the next episode. But we're back here today to talk about Caligo Pt.2.
Yes. So I think first we need to talk about HMPH is how they're calling it. I kind of think it's more enjoyable to call it hung hung hung.
Yeah, I think with this album, I don't really feel like any of the English titles ever were that prominent.
Yeah.
So I just think of it as hung hung hung.
They've all been translated in such an unexpected way. And so I was getting used to the Korean titles and more directly translating them, but they're kind of a bit different. But so HMPH exclamation point if you're trying to search for it in English. And this was the pre-release song that they had, and it actually was a present, a reward for their whole Port 502 website endeavors that PLAVE were going on. And actually, maybe before we talk about that, we should mention that website.
Yeah, because that in and of itself was just so cool to see.
Yeah.
So different and so exciting and so intriguing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe, when I first went to it, I was like, wait, this is all this is a whole thing.
Yeah. And when I because I was familiar with the Lost Media Society website, but you had never been on it? Is that
I don't
correct?
think so, yeah.
Okay, so I was like anticipating things and I was like following along. I was like, uh-oh, like the website is going to change and it's going to be different, but I have no idea what it's going to be like. And so then when it became Port 502, I was just like, I was amazed. I was like, wow, this is so cool, like you said. And very interactive. Love that. And it really definitely got me ready for the comeback, which is exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, like it was such a fun transition because with Dash, you're left off being like, oh my God, you know, like they're all knocked down. Like what's going to happen? Like where are they going to go from here? And you know that this is part 2. So they like pick you up right there where you left off. Like, okay, they're all like, they're just, you know, they're just there. And so like what's going to happen next? And it's just so cool.
Yeah. So like part of that website, Plea had to do like little missions and stuff like that. It could have been sharing hashtags on social media or whatnot for like the album promo, or it could have been playing Star Shard Rush, which Devin, take it away.
Well, if you're curious, I did do an episode of my Plaving Games series over on my channel. It was so much harder than I thought it was going to be, and I was playing it after all of the buffs, like after they did everything to make it easier. That's when I was playing it. You were describing it to me being like, yeah, they made this game, but like apparently the pleas are just too bad at it because they haven't made enough progress, because they gave them more health and they gave them more opportunities, and like they let them continue after they die. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to try it. I'm gonna go play it. And I played it and I was like, oh my God, like I got to the end after an hour, like spoiler alert, I guess. I did finish it, but it took me an hour and it was with all of the help. And then when we watched PLAVE play it,
yeah,
and I was like, oh my God, they're so much better. Like, what the heck? I was terrible, basically, but it was so fun. The PLAVE music in the background, oh my God, I loved it. Like that was part of the problem, is I thought it was so fun that I couldn't like focus properly. But yeah.
Well, that, like, it was funny to think about the fact that, like, they were probably giving so many, you know, like, they were probably making it easier each time so that they could hurry up and release this song, because they wanted it to be a pre-release for springtime, and it was like, we were running out of time for it to make sense to be released probably when they anticipated it being able to be released. But before, like, sorry, we're still not exactly talking about the song yet, because I do want to just say the whole, like, the marketing that they had, all of the promo leading up to Caligo Part 2 was very interesting and very, like, you know, immersive. Like, the whole experience was, because they had the whole thing with collecting the star shards and you have to scan the QR codes, and then there was the whole, like, you know, the special drink thing, and you had to like find the location for that, and then it was like brought up in these random obscure places, and all the plea had to try to find the right locations and be like, wait, is this actually tied to PLAVE? Is this really a thing that's actually happening? And like, it was so many pieces that you had to put together, and then we find out it actually is coming from PLAVE, like, in their promotional team and whatnot. And so, and then like the Caligo walking around in the city and the Mume Mimu, like, it was so cool.
Yeah, I wish that I could have, like, you know, like if I could have been there too. Like, I wish I could have experienced it for real, because that sounds so cool.
Yeah,
like they had the people walking around and stuff. And yeah, like, didn't you say there was like the thing that someone had posted on the Carrot Market or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's all so cool. Like, so immersive and so like, I feel like I would have at least made sure that we had like a possible, like if I was the team, I'd be like, okay, we have to make sure we have like a burner account somehow if we need to help push this along. Like if no one is finding it, it can't go to waste. We're going to need somebody to help this out because it's so cool. Like to do all that, but then if maybe it just doesn't get noticed by anyone and you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, that's clearly what they had to do a little bit, but it made the whole thing like really funny and like a cool experience. But anyway, let's talk about humph. You can go ahead and say anything about it.
Okay. So this song, I think it's great. I love the way that the music video looks, and it was like immediate. Honestly, it was before the music video had even come out. I mean, no, it had come out, but I didn't know. I saw like on their reel or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. They're going to do like a little pre-release song there. And I was not aware that it was like out already. But I was like, it looks so good. And then I saw the music video and I was like, what business does this music video have to look this good? Like, it's just so satisfying. The colors and the like, I don't know, like the crispness of the like everything, it's so good. And so yeah, and I really related to, I don't remember who it was.
I think it was Eunho.
Eunho, did he say the thing about the pastels were a genius choice or something like that?
I think it was Eunho, and I think he said, or I think they like translated it as the color palette was a stroke of genius.
Oh yes,
or something like that.
I relate to that so heavily. Like I was already thinking that before. Yeah. So yeah, I love the colors, the way it looks. It's got no business being that good, and it's just a really like cute, fun song. Like by Pentagon is, I feel like, an underrated song because you feel like it's kind of maybe like, I don't know, it just has a more mellow sort of vibe to it. And it's falling in that same category. Yeah. It's like, yes, it's kind of mellow, but it's such like nice, easy listening, but it's got like a little bit of attitude. Like, it's good. I did initially, this is just because I'm really like such a PLAVE like PLAVE is so great to me at this point that I did think this initially, but please don't look too much into it. Initially, I did think, why do we need the lady here? I was like, can't PLAVE just sing the whole thing? But like, no, now I've totally like calibrated. Like, she's great too. She's adding a really nice element. I love all the things that they said about the song. Yes. What did you think?
Okay. I mean, I agree with the stuff that you said already. I will just give a general statement now. And I will say that everything that the members have already said about every single aspect of every single thing that has to do with this comeback is exactly how I feel.
Yes.
And I did already gather. I mean, obviously there's some Becky information that you're going to learn. So I'm not saying like, oh yes, I knew all of this ahead of time. Right. But like I did already gather a lot of it because it was executed so well, and they usually do that. They can just convey everything that they want to extremely well.
Yeah. Like, sorry to cut you off, but I totally agree with you. And that's going to come through with other songs too. Like, there were times when they said something and I was like, oh my God, okay. That's awesome, because I thought that this whole time, but like that was the reason I thought it was because they wanted to do it that way. Yeah. So good.
So literally everything with PLAVE, I guess I could just say that about. So I really do like this song, and I really love the music video. It's really pleasant, and I mean, honestly, it's like one of my favorites just because it looks so nice.
Yeah.
And I like, you know, coming from the same place as you, probably from like the reservations, like of just like we don't know what road they could go down. Like at any point anybody could just like make decisions that it's like, uh-oh, like here we go, the beginning of the end.
Yes, that's a very good point. But like we've been burned before, so now anytime there's a change, you think, is this change meaning like permanent change? Like, is this change we need to worry about, or is this change completely acceptable?
Yeah. So I was a little worried to see that there was going to be a feature, and I had the same sort of feeling when I heard that they were having like other people choreograph along with them. But I mean, then like seeing how much they actually are involved and how much they like completely reshaped the stuff that they were given is just really cool to see. So I'm like, okay, I don't think we have anything to worry about. And nothing against the actual choreographers or anybody else that was involved. It's just like, you know.
We love PLAVE so much for what they have done and what they do that we are scared to see them be like, oh, now we have so much more opportunity. We're going to stop showing what we have and we're just going to start incorporating other people's stuff too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was a little bit hesitant, but I totally, like, immediately when I heard it, I was like, ooh, like, I don't know Soul, but I thought her voice worked so well for the song. It's just such like a, like, I don't know, her tone is like very, very like rich but subtle at the same time. It's like it's like mellow and like it works so well for that kind of song. It kind of reminds me of like the kind of like not exactly K-pop, but like K-R&B, K-indie type of songs that I was hearing a lot when I was first getting into K-pop. And I was like, oh, nice. Like it really added to the atmosphere of the song and like the way that they wanted it to be a nice, easy listening spring, look at the cherry blossoms sort of song. Like everything totally worked for that. So I just really enjoy it. And there are so many little like inside references in the music video, and they did all explain like the little moments like that in the live that we'll probably at least mention again a little bit when we talk about the live streams that we've seen. But that was a lot of fun as well. And did you mention the lollipop?
I didn't.
Okay, so I just got a shout out. Like there's some tech stuff, like, and when we talk about Born Savage, like there's some stuff there too, but like just the fact that Noah ate the lollipop was like, it was like the hide and seek beanie. It's like, how are we doing this? Like,
yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't really have anything else to say on it, so I guess maybe we should just move on to Born Savage now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you can go ahead.
Okay. So, Born Savage, you know, all in our minds, we're thinking, okay, Dash 2.0, probably, right? When I saw, because I usually, if I can, I start with the music video. Like, that's the first time I hear the song. So when I saw the music video for Born Savage, I mean, I was just, when I got done watching it, I was like, wow. I feel like they just made a song for that movie. You know, like it didn't feel like let's make a music video that can go with this song. It literally felt like, well, let's make a soundtrack for this like action scene. Like it was so well done that it was like, I guess kind of on a completely different like mood scale. It was like when I talk about IU Love Wins All, how you don't even focus on the song necessarily because you're so immersed in the thing that's going on. And trust me, I focused on the song, but it's because it was like I just felt like I was watching one of those awesome epic scenes from the movie where like the cool stuff is happening and like the music kicks on and it's so good. And obviously I know that that's their intention and stuff. I'm just saying they did it perfectly. They did it perfectly. And it was so good. And One of my favorite things about this song and music video is that it's so good and exciting and cool, but in like a happy way. Because I feel like the first thing I think of is, this is so cool. They're so cool. Like, cool is the vibe, right? But a lot of the times when cool is the vibe for a song or a music video, it's like standoffish cool. It's we're better than you cool, you know?
Good point.
Yeah, like it sort of almost has a negative aspect to the coolness too, in order for them to like showcase how cool they are. But this is cool in like a hero way.
Yeah.
This is cool and like
totally.
happy. They're saving their town, and it's just such good energy, you know? So I really like that about it. The showdown with Terry is really cool. Like, it literally becomes a movie at that point, you know, when the song is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. And so, yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about like the music video and stuff first, and then we can talk about stages more after? Like stages, choreography, that sort of thing? Or do you want me to say everything I was going to say first?
I mean, more of the stuff I have to say is on the stages and the performance aspect.
Okay.
Mostly about the music video, I obviously thought it was good. Like, obviously.
She hated it. Oh, why did she say obviously at the beginning, like all
like,
down tone like this?
It's not like, it's like I don't really have like a lot of specific things to say about it, but I'm like, obviously, yeah, this is a good music video. I think that, and like, you know, it's gonna sound like bad, but the weapons were like really cool, you know, and everybody's like special abilities and stuff. Eunho really conveyed the emotions so well. I really felt the exact thing that I was supposed to feel after they defeated Terry like that. And like the other members were coming up to him. I was like, wow. I was like, that was so good. You know, like Academy Award.
Yeah.
Like, so that was really cool. And I did like along with like the weapons, it's the way I love when they do that. Like they put like, you know, the colors, like the like, and the little like swooshy like effects of it all is so cool. But other than like just saying the obvious kind of stuff,
oh god, like I did.
I mean,
no,
I said it all.
I brought up the hero coolness.
I am gonna say, I'll just say it now.
Go for it.
I like the performances more, actually, like, and I like the performance music video, or like, you know, the performance video more than the music video, and that's kind of like surprising to me because I love the Dash music video so much. So yes, I'll be honest here, Born Savage, I was a little bit like, this isn't what I expected for a part 2. Like I wanted just, and it's crazy to say because it is so unbelievably cinematic, obviously, but like Dash is just so perfect in the way that like the music changes so much. But I get it because Born Savage isn't that kind of song, so it doesn't need to do that. Like I get it all. Like I get it, okay? I don't need anybody like trying to tell me, well, this and that and that. It's just how I feel. Like it's not the kind of song that I'm gonna be like, you know, like, wow, this is so like everything to me. And like I
totally get what you're saying because I completely get that as well. Like when I first saw it and I was like thinking about Dash, and I mean, as far as the performance versus the music video for Dash and for Born Savage, I'd say probably it's a 50-50 for me. Like I'd be happy to see either because they both have really satisfying and good choreography, but I think that the music videos are perfect for both of them as well. But like I get what you're saying because Dash has an extra element of like hard hittingness to the like depth that they are bringing through with the music. Born Savage I think it's just so perfectly done as the like next moment of what came after, that like I can't look, you know, down upon it in any capacity in that way. Like another dash would also have been incredible, but like maybe that comes next or something, you know, because like I feel like this is the perfect moment to have, you know, this is the exact thing that takes place right when the Dash music video left off, and it's so like cool to have that. So I would love for them to do something like Dash again, like a true Dash 2.0. But that doesn't mean that like I'm not super hyped for what they have done here, because they did such a good job with it.
Yeah, and I'm not like
you know, still like it.
I still like it, yeah, obviously. But I do think like seeing the website and stuff, and like thinking about the lore and stuff, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. I do almost, and you know, yeah, like who knows, they could do something. I mean, they keep saying, oh, this is the end, we no more Caligo, but like I don't know, do I believe that? I don't know. But so like there could be more, and it could still be explained in other ways and other comebacks or whatnot. But I kind of was expecting to get a little bit more of a story, like, you know, I don't know, nobody, like, you're either following along or you're like, she's crazy, like she just doesn't get it. But like, because obviously there's a story, right, but I guess I was expecting more of it to be like explained, or
I mean they really did. Born Savage really just is like the action scene in the movie.
Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about the performances and like the other aspects about it, and like even the song itself. Like,
okay, so the song, I love the song. I think it's great. I love the like part that the dash like sound thing that they included, like so cool. There's so much going on with that, but I don't feel like I ever really talk about songs in a way that is very like, you know, I don't ever say anything that makes very much sense. So just understand that I think that the song is great. The performance, the music stage, first one, you click into it. I don't know why I didn't expect to be surprised after what they did with Boo. You know, I should just expect at this point that if they're like keeping the choreography and like the stage kind of like under wraps, I should be like expecting like, oh, okay, what are they gonna do? But I was just like, okay, cool, they're gonna have a stage now, like let's see the stage. And then I mean, they took their hats off. I just hats off to them.
I was just gonna say that, but I didn't want to make another pun after last time.
So they took their hats off, and you know what I love about this is I love that we all collectively think that that is incredible.
Yeah.
And that PLAVE acknowledged it. And they're like, you guys all freaked out that we took our hats off, but you know, we just took our hats off. But I'm like, no, you know what you did. You know what you did. It was so cool because it was just so significant. It's like they're doing this awesome performance, and then all of a sudden they're taking their hat and they're throwing it off, and I'm like, whoa, you can't just do that.
Yeah.
And it fit perfectly. And I now know too that like that was sort of a choreography moment that they got from their consultation. That's what I feel like it should be called. Okay. Like it was kind of like when they worked with those other choreographers, it was like a consultation to get like a vibe for what kind of choreography they should do, and then they like took the pieces and, you know, made their own thing out of it. And so I mean, just like literally hats off to them. It was so like the whole thing was so good. I love Yejun and Eunho's part, like their pair part. I love that. They just always just do everything perfect, and I just don't know how else to talk about it because it's so, I just love everything always. And it's great. I liked the choreo. I loved the choreography. I love the performance video. I love the water on the ground.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's like, another tech. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now we've like the puddles, the hats, the lollipop, but also the makeup.
Oh yeah,
the makeup, like the zombie choreography and the makeup had me speechless. Welcome back, Vix, is what was going through my mind when I first saw the stage. I was like, wow, this is exactly what needed to be here. Like, and the fact that, like, yeah, like, it's going back to what I said, like, everything that PLAVE has ever said about any of their stuff, I'm just like, yes, like, thank you, like, exactly. Because they were all like, and apparently PLE too, so shout out to the other PLE, because they're like, everybody loved the zombie choreography, and like when we made the zombie choreography, we were like, this is it. And like Noah was like, we need the makeup, and he's like, he was right though, they could have gone heavier, honestly. I would have been able to handle it.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But like everything about it was just like so cool. But just that's like, the zombie moment is definitely my favorite part about it. But also the slide type of moves that Eunho and Noah do, those are so cool. I love that.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could pick out like a million different parts that it's like, ooh, love that part. Ooh, that's so cool. Ooh, that's so good. But I think that probably covers a lot of the classics.
Also, though, we have to mention the Bambi, like the Eunho thing. Like that was so cool. Yeah. Like Bambi taking on Eunho's appearance, and they literally like they actually did that. Like that was so cool.
They really do keep having a lot of like special effects in their stage performances in a way that I feel like I'm trying to get myself prepared for the fact that one day they will run out of things to sort of surprise me with and to like have like this shock and awe from. But like as of right now, they still are doing it, and I keep like, I'll remember the biggest one, and then all the like there's so many things that happen in Boo.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Heelys, you know? Like, that's what I think of. But there are so many other cool parts too. So yeah, the Bambi thing is also really cool. Oh, yeah. It's so good.
But the actual song,
yeah,
like, to just say a little bit more about it, or like, you know, specifically about it, Hamon's tone.
Oh, yes. Hamon's tone on the whole album, like, though. I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, like, I know you're obviously going to love it too. Like, it's just really working for him.
Sorry, I don't. Eunho's rap.
Yeah,
also so good.
Okay. Like just like
now that you're reminding me of other things,
that was such a good decision.
Yes.
To have that rap. Like it really just, it's what it needed. It really is. I do keep like, and I keep saying this to you, like, because we've seen like all the lives when they've talked about everything, they're like memeing their stuff too much, and so now I kind of am taking everything less seriously because I'm like hearing, you know, Bambi's part, like, yes. Like come on, we're all just like we're all laughing a little bit at that part, but in like a, it's like it's an iconic part,
yes,
you know. And then I keep the other one, the energetic, like that I'm only hearing in like the version in the producer's
demo,
live, yeah,
guide version,
yeah. But also I just like kind of, it's kind of music video related, but Bambi, they all the members also keep saying in general like, oh, you're so cute this era, like you're not like, well, I mean they're making fun of Yeojun too a bit, like we can't take you seriously, like you're not gonna hurt anything, but they're also like, Bambi, you've got like the grenades and stuff, but why is it so adorable? And I'm like, yeah, I thought that too. It was like, why is he so like extra cheerful in these ones? But it's like funny because that's just such a Bambi vibe.
Yeah, but well, yeah, no, because I was kind of making fun of him even just from the concept things when they were like doing like they had the police outfits on, and I was like, why is Bambi like got his like handcuffs and he's like a little like imp sort of vibe, like he's like a little like a childish little, you know, sprite or something, rather than like, oh, you know, police and Police. He's honestly doing like a perfectly acceptable mood though, when you think about, like I was saying, the vibe of it being like a happy kind of, you know, because they're like owning, you know. So it works. It does work. I love the parts. I know they're so obvious, but like the parts with Hammond, like when he runs past the, you know, when it goes in like slow motion stuff, it's so satisfying. It's so good too.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that staffs are, you know, they're calling it the frost rod, but of any sort, like, they're always really cool to me.
Yeah.
So, like, even though everybody's making fun of Yejun, calling it like a toy staff and whatnot, like, I do get it because, like, looking at in those first teasers, of everybody's weapons, his did look like the least, like, serious.
Yeah, it did kind of, like, the whole styling of him and everything, he was kind of giving more like Prince with his, like, you know, scepter rather than like wizard.
Yeah.
But he can do some real damage with that thing.
I mean, speaking of Prince though, Noah, his whole vibe with the bow is super cool. Like, his aura, like, he does have the aura to be holding that bow. Like, every time I see it, I just think that looks so cool.
Literally, his hair being pulled back was 100% the right move and necessary, I think, to this like aesthetic pivot. Like the bow with the kind of cape with the hair pulled back was 100% the right choice.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The styling in general though, really good.
Yeah.
Like Bambi's hood, I love the hood. I really do.
Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, is there anything else specifically about Born Savage?
I want to give a shout out to Yejun's Bratz Rock Angels serve.
Okay.
Because I feel like that was just really hilarious. Just out of nowhere, they just like styled him like a Bratz Rock Angels. Like, that was really funny. And also I loved the heart performance as well.
Oh yeah.
And I loved how when they took the hats off, they took them off at different times.
Yeah.
So they were like, it's really like, we can take our hats off whenever we want. Like, we literally did just take the hat off.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now for the other songs on the album, let's begin with obviously Blossom Parade, because that is track 1. And I will start, I'll start by saying that Blossom Parade had me blown away from the highlight medley. I mean, just go listen to it and you're gonna understand. It's an a cappella song, to give you a general idea if you for some reason haven't heard it yet, but it's more than that. It really is. I actually, though, like, I honestly can't imagine it without the clicks and the snaps. That was a brilliant addition. Like, they right call changing those files. But I mean, I haven't heard the other one, so it's probably still just as good. But anyway, it's just really, really nice. You'd think, oh, it's boring if it's a cappella. I don't want to listen to a cappella. No. PLAVE doesn't do boring. This is just beautiful. It's so good.
True. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just completely dumb and clueless, but the first time that I heard it, I literally didn't even like come to the realization, like, I didn't actively recognize that it was a cappella, even though I literally thought and wrote down Warblers pop-off moment. And the Warblers are an a cappella group, but for some reason I did not make the connection. I was hearing like all the sounds that they were doing, like all the vocal stuff, and I was like, ooh, okay, like they got all the vocal like doobity-doos and stuff in this song, like nice. But it never even crossed my mind that like there was no music. Like, it was only their voices. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. Can I also say that, like, this song, but kind of the album in other ways as well, or no, not the album. I wanted to say, you could say it about this song, or you could say about it it about this comeback as a whole, the experience of like taking in each of the different pieces of content, all the songs and everything. I feel like, you know, I don't know if you'd call this a pun or not, no pun intended, but it's been a very gleeful experience. Like, I literally found myself every time I was listening to any of the songs, watching the performances, watching the lives, everything, I just had this stupid smile on my face of just like, oh, like, wow, this is good. Like, the whole time. Like, it was so gleeful.
Actually, yeah, I was listening to the album again the other day, like, specifically with the intention of, like, you know,
experiencing it for the
yeah, and I was just like, yeah, like, I was going through that. I was like, what? Like, they're all just so nice. Like, it's such an experience. It's such a nice package.
Yes. So yeah, there's that. I also did not ever actually expect them to perform this song without some sort of backtrack. Like, once I recognized that it was a cappella, I was like, okay, I get that it's a cappella, but like they'll probably have the background sounds on a backtrack. Like, they'll record it into that, you know? Because like there's only 5 people. How do they have enough? That doesn't seem like it's enough people. Like, you need like a one person dedicated just to doing, like, you know, the background noises. But they all sing. Like, I'm used to an acapella.
Sorry.
I'm used to an acapella group. In my mind, it's like there are a couple people that are just like sound people, you know? But I'm like, if everyone is singing, then how would they ever do that? But they literally did it, and that was crazy.
Good point, though. We have to, for continuity's sake, back whatever episode that was, like when we were talking about PLAVE and we were talking about how their comeback is soon, and Eunho's sacrifice moment was for Blossom Parade. So they did thankfully answer that for everybody. That's what they were talking about. So whenever we mentioned that, it was Eunho Blossom Parade.
Yeah. And I love Eunho's parts in that song. I mean, that might be like, you might be like, well, which ones? Because everyone is like making noise the entire time. So like, what is their part? But like his, like, you know, his lines. I love those parts. But yeah, so incredible. Just incredible, really.
Yeah. Okay, now Lunar Hearts. I love a good, well, first of all, I love a good ballad, but I love a good lore track. Chroma Drift, Lunar Hearts, absolutely beautiful stuff going on. And I'll just, you know, everybody said it at this point. Everybody said it, and I know you're going to say it, so I'll say it first. Yeojun, Disney Prince, but I mean everybody Disney Prince. Like, this is the Disney song in the best way possible. It's just so beautiful. The title is amazing for it. I just love this song. Like, I knew I would love this song based on the title alone. Like, it's just my kind of thing, and it's just so magical.
Yes, it really is so magical. I was so pleased to hear that they intended for it to have a Disney sound, because I was like, that's literally the first word that I wrote down was Disney. So like, wow, how are they so good at just doing exactly what they want to do?
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, perfect. Like, they intended it to be Disney, and it's the very first thing that I thought of. And I literally, like you said, Disney in the best way possible. I literally wanted to be like Disney classic, like not Disney like decom.
No.
Maybe not even Disney new. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people probably would still love newer Disney songs, but like it just sounds so like magical, classic, like princess Disney wonder, in the best way possible. And yes, Yeojun's voice specifically is like, he like transforms into a prince there, but you can hear it just in the music itself.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I also thought it was giving IU Love Wins All though vibes, which is another just very like very, I don't know, wistful sort of sounding song, you know, like very like floaty, like
you get swept away. Yes, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, yeah, like Yeah.
Yeah. So even though this is a slower song, it's one of those slower songs where I'm like, I am here for it, you know? Like I am like actively participating in the enjoyment of this song. Sometimes they get me. Sometimes they get me. This one got me. I You Love Ones All gets me. Yeah.
All right. And okay, the last song on the album, Think I Am. Honestly, this one probably has like the weirdest English title to me, like, because that's just not how I was expecting it to be translated. But I'm so glad that Chroma Drift has a companion. We all are on the same page about that, I think. And just, I really love this one too. Like, what do you want me to say? It's just so good. I love it. I love the vibes of it. And I mean, everybody is just doing a great job in it. I love the sounds of it.
Yeah. It's so fun. I love the 80s, 90s groove that it has. That sort of nice blend. I think it's really fun. I don't understand why so many people are saying it's 90s, 2000s, or it's 2000s. They're literally just saying 2000s. I don't get that at all in any capacity. I totally get 80s, 90s, and I'm here for it, and I love it. There are so many good parts to the song. Like, it's exactly like Eunho was so right when he said he just dances around his room. Like dances around the living room listening. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yes, that is the exact type of activity you would do with this song. Like, it is that type of song. You can't just like sit still and listen to it. You have to like bop along at least. So fun.
Yeah, it's really good. The whole album is just really, really good. I like how it is similar to Caligo Part 1 because, you know, they have like companion songs, but it's a completely different vibe.
It is,
at
definitely.
the same time. Like, it's very transformed. It's very original. Like, each song feels like something new, and just each song is just so well made. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, like, I love how every song is so, like, you know, it doesn't seem like they added a song just to have another song on the album.
Yeah.
They all seem like so like finished and complete of a thing. And also the whole album, as weird as it might seem to say, I feel like the whole album is quite light.
Yes, it is.
Like, even though you have these different genres, you have like the heavy hitting song, you have the slow song and stuff, somehow it all ends up still being like light overall.
Yeah, and actually, honestly, I do think that's kind of a weird point about it.
Really?
I did think that. Yeah, because I mean, the packaging and stuff for the album is so like comic book aesthetic and everything, and like, I mean, the title track is Born Savage, but the whole thing feels very spring, and like Born Savage honestly doesn't really fit to me, and like the whole aesthetic of this era doesn't really match the other songs. So I don't know. I'm kind of like,
I mean, but I think that overall, like, Born Savage, like, it has that lightness to it. And so then made everything else have a lightness to it. I don't know. I guess I can see. I mean, obviously they could have done something much more cohesive, but then you would have had less variety. Yeah.
I don't know.
So like, how would they have fit the acapella song?
I know. Like, so it's kind of like, well, why did it have to be on this album? Like, I'm like, I don't know. It's a little bit weird to me.
I mean, I didn't really feel like the songs on the Dash album go with Dash either.
Yeah. Like,
I kind of thought that's just the way that PLAVE did their albums.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Everybody knows I love a good moment, and it's not like it is a moment because they made it such a moment. Yes. But like, it's not like, oh wow, the concept of like the sound and aesthetic for this whole thing is like so like
they carried through in every piece of everything this same concept. Yeah, they didn't do that.
Yeah. I guess the other thing I just want to express is that I wish that there were more performances.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would never not take more performances from them, but they're so good and they only get to do a few.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they made good use out of them, you know?
They did.
They did. Speaking of always being down for more like performances from PLAVE, I hope that you guys are always down for more PLAVE episodes from us because it seems like we're maybe going to have to actually stop here today.
Yeah.
And save the content coverage for the next PLAVE episode because we talked for too long just about the album.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be that way, so it's a little bit awkward because I was, like saying, oh, when we talk about the live later, like now that later isn't gonna be later in the episode, it's gonna be next episode. So hopefully you just stick around for that because we're not talking about them now. We're not. We don't have time. We want to be able to talk about them properly. We want to give PLAVE the time that they deserve.
Yeah. And there was a lot going on. And so maybe you guys already are like, okay, par for the course. Like, this doesn't surprise me at all because we've done this for almost every other PLAVE episode so far where we had like a plan of all the things we want to talk about and we spend way too much time talking about the first thing and then we have to split the next episodes up. You guys are probably already used to it. But yeah, we'll save the like live streams, and if there are any other content pieces, we'll save that for another episode.
This is why, like, when groups do lives, and like PLAVE will be reading the stuff sometimes, like they will have a team that plans it out and they're like, okay, spend 5 minutes on this, spend 10 minutes talking about this, like, because if you don't have like specifically like exactly like laid out times for everything, you're gonna go over.
Yeah, but I mean, it needed to be said. Everything that we said, it needed to be said.
Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed everything that we had to say about this Caligo Pt.2 album, Born Savage, PLAVE's comeback. And if you did enjoy it, you can like this episode wherever you're listening, and you can leave us a comment, let us know, share your own thoughts on their comeback, and please make sure to subscribe to BlushCat on YouTube and turn on notifications, and follow us wherever you're listening if you are not already following us there.
Please make sure to subscribe.
Yes, and check out our other PLAVE episodes if you have not heard any parts other than this one. We have the PLAVE list on the BlushCat YouTube channel, so you can easily access all of our PLAVE episodes there. And, like I said at the beginning, remember to check out just all of BlushCat's content because we're always talking about PLAVE. And if you love PLAVE, then you'll love BlushCat.
Yes, except for before we knew about PLAVE, which is we started knowing about them in 2024.
2024.
The end of 2024?
End of 2024.
End of 2024. Anything before that, sorry, we didn't know about them yet, but ever since we knew about them, we haven't stopped.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for listening. Remember to stay meowing. This has been Mimi.
And me. Bye.
Meow, 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 meow.